Hello, 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 everyone tuning in. It is a new week, brand new week. It is Monday, the 7th of April, and I'll tell you now, it is a groundbreaking weekend. We just witnessed in the sense of that there is a new all-time goal scoring record holder set in the NHL by Alexander Ovechkin, just overtook Wayne Gretzky's record, and that therefore means that he's got 895 goals career-wide, career spanning, spanning 20 years. I will say 20 years, 20 seasons, and 20 years because let's just have a bit of a background check here. Ovechkin joined the NHL League back in 2005, which is when he got his first goal. The game yesterday was paused for 20 minutes as people and the spectators around acknowledged this, you know, groundbreaking moment in the NHL's history. I mean, Ovechkin started playing, as I said, in 2005. Comes from Russia. Wayne Gretzky, who's the Canadian, formerly a New York Ranger, played between 1979 and 99, accumulating a total of 894 goals within his playing time. Gordie Howe, who was also a Canadian, 1946 to 1980, currently sits in third place after yesterday's groundbreaking moment with 801 goals. Now, what happened here is that I mean, to move up to the rankings for Ovechkin is a very big step. There was there essentially was a video that was put out before, which showed essentially, he didn't believe that he would break the record ever. When he first started playing, he thought, it's just never going to be broken. But yesterday we witnessed history in the fact that Ovechkin got it done. And rightly so. He's had a massively long playing career. Spent, he's definitely a Washington Capitals Hall of Famer. And everyone in attendance yesterday just acknowledged what they saw. Wayne Gretzky came out and congratulated Ovechkin. As I said, they stopped the game for 20 minutes whilst procedures took place, which I thought was actually quite surprising. If you get that in a UK sport, so for instance, football, or as you guys will say in US soccer, if that was to happen over here, I don't think they'd stop the game mid game. I mean, they could at least let the period go, maybe have a presentation, have a delayed break for in between periods, or just wait until after the game. But no, the way that they done it was celebrate it there and then on the ice, and that's how they got it done. I mean, Gretzky, as I said, came out, shook his hand. I think he asked a question though: what is next for Ovechkin? Because you look at Wayne Gretzky's record that he had, he went on after securing the record, he went on to score an additional 93 goals. Because bear in mind, the previous record holder, Gordie Howe, scored 801. Gretzky done 894. We've got Ovechkin now 895. So it's taken a good few years to break this record, and I don't know whether we'll actually see this again in my lifetime. I think it's to be seen. I mean, I think it'll be very rare for me to see it in my lifetime. So that was history yesterday. And also it was a early game as well. I think it was a rough early game. So yeah, I mean, it's good to see that, I suppose, take place on a weekend and not at 1 o'clock in the morning start. If as I'm a UK ice hockey fan here, I do have some late nights staying up watching the hockey. I do like the hockey. But yeah, it was momentous. He previously tied the record in the game last Friday against the Chicago Blackhawks. Here it is. If you just have a look here, it just says Ovechkin tied with Gretzky on Friday during the Capitals 4-3 win over the Chicago Blackhawks. as I said, momentous. I'm gonna play here the clip. So this is, I assume, is the clip here. This was the record goal. So this was the record goal. He celebrated with a belly flop there. You know, Wayne Gretzky clapping as they all huddle around him. Nice little shot. Nice little shot off there. You know, it wasn't a one-time slap shot. He caught it nice though. Got it off the rip. Boom. In. Belly flop. Good to see, man. I'm pleased for Ovechkin. Deserves it. It just goes to show what is next. How long would he play for? Comment below if you're watching this video. How long do you think Ovechkin has left in the tank? He is currently signed on a 5-year extension, which ends this year. Is he retiring this year? Is he retiring this year? Is he going to try and get another contract extension, whether that be for 1-2 years? What are we saying? It remains to be seen. But as I said, contract up at the end of this season. And where he goes from there, we do not know. We do not know. So, yeah, it's 31 years since that record was created. Unbelievable. It's not going to happen again, man. Not in this lifetime, as far as I'm concerned. But like I said, you never know. Ovechkin thought that it wasn't possible to get it done, but he did. And one thing that I was pleased to see yesterday was all of the people that love the sport came together. The goal was scored not at home. It wasn't a home game. It was in New York. It was against the New York Islanders at the UBS Arena. And there was a lot of traveling fans because they wanted to witness the moment for themselves. But even the home fans, they just looked in awe because they knew that they saw and witnessed greatness. They witnessed history last night or yesterday day. And that's the good thing about this sport. Even though there's rivalries, I've been to NHL games, man. I've been to NHL games in the US. And there is no yeah, you can have some friendly rivalries, but when it comes down to it, you know, the spectators that are there in the crowd, the attendance, the people that are there in attendance, the fans, they mingle. It's not like over in the UK where you got to keep your fans segregated because it might kick off. We can still have friendly rivalries, but once it's accomplished, when there's something so momentous, everyone comes together and appreciates that, which is good to see. And it's something I think a lot of sports can take from, especially here in the UK, and just the sportsmanship across the board. Tough game, ice hockey, and to do it for 20 years at a pro level, rounds of applause for that, because yeah, I mean, it's tough ass, man. 20 years at that level, it's different, you know. NHL compared to AHL, compared to, you know, even the leagues over here in the UK, different breed, different crop, and to be doing it for that long, for that consecutive period of time, shows a lot to the skill and how we witnessed greatness yesterday. So congratulations to Ovechkin. Goes down in the history books. I don't think we're going to see it be beaten, as I said, but we will soon see. We'll soon see. Just for context, here is the greatest all-time scoring list, top 5. Brett Holt, 741. Jeremy Jaguar, check. Played up until 2018. That's the latest one. That's the closest they got, 1990 to 2018. Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, Ovechkin. Madness. Right. Inside London, doing a bit of a different today. You know, we're covering different sports here, you know. So if you want to pop in, give the video a thumbs up, comment below what do you think about this. Are you glad did you see it? Did you see the moment? Did you watch it live? Have you just watched it now? What's your thoughts on on Ovechkin breaking the record? Is he the greatest of all time? Literally, is it even up for debate? Was Gretzky playing in a more fierce era of competition? Have your say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help us out in the algorithm. But we'll be back with some more content. And until next time, guys, take care. Have a good one. Peace.